back in the kitchen. It's time for breakfast. It's time for breakfast. It's time for breakfast. Ooh, It's breakfast time, y'all. Time, y'all. Time, y'all. Time. Yeah. Oh. Hey, y'all. I'm back in the kitchen. It's breakfast time. I'm gonna try to be quick, y'all. I'm gonna try to be quick this morning, and let me do a few things. Breakfast is now on TikTok and YouTube. All right. But I got my shoulders covered, so let me go ahead and put on my apron. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Could you be mine? Yeah. All right, y'all. Another thing, let's go ahead and do it. Let's moisturize. What? Moisturize. Moisturize. These lips. What? Y'all. Moisturize. Gotta moisturize. Moisturize. These lips. What? Oh, man. I put it. Oh, yeah. You're like, what is he doing? What is he doing? Okay, yeah. So, y'all. I'm in here having breakfast with y'all because I like to spend time with you. I mean, I'm going to go light today because I got things to do. And but I was like, man, I cannot not have breakfast with my people. So here I am. And yeah. But y'all know we have a theory here on the Rick Younger Low Budget Morning Show that everything tastes better in the Rick Younger Show mug. So let's go ahead and test that theory before we go any further. Oh, baby, before we go any further. And feel free to share me with your friends and or your enemies. So let's go ahead. Let's see what's going on. Ooh, that good coffee, y'all. The Rick Younger Show mug is delivering. You can get one too at at cafepress.com/Rick Younger Show. We got all kinds. We got mugs, t-shirts, aprons, thongs, babies' bibs, onesies, doughy sweaters, clocks, stickers, hoodies. We got it. The glamorous life. And while you're here, feel free to share me with your friends and or your enemies. It's okay. If you got an enemy, you don't want them to be your enemy no more, go ahead. But they be like, man, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so, like I said, I'm not going to tarry. I'm just going to do a quick little bacon, maybe an egg to go with it, just so I'm not hungry. But I got things to do today. Gotta go. But I couldn't. I would be greatly amiss if I didn't spend time with you. So yes, so it's really all about the fellowship. What a fellowship, what a joy divine. Just gonna do 2 strips. Leaning on the everlasting arm. Oh. And if you have any requests, let it be known then. Let it be known. Leaning on the everlasting arms. So I finally got to the barber. I'm letting it grow up top, and I got to fade it on the sides, got that shaped up, that was scraggly, it was going crazy. And what I noticed, anybody, I don't know, please weigh in, let me know, if you got some silvers, grays, whites, whatever you want to call them, growing in, do you find that the whites are wild, they wild, they like, man, those, then they might, and then y'all got gray nose hairs. Gray nose hairs are really something. They're quite embarrassing, aren't they? They're just sticking out. People are not sure if you got a boogie until they get up on you. You make a video and you realize, look at that. I got gray nose hairs just sticking out. And you hope that nobody makes fun of you. But what you gonna do? I mean, we don't know. We don't know what we're gonna do until we're faced with it face to face. Then we're like, man, these damn grays. So yes, y'all. So y'all know, I'm in New York City. It's cold out there today, y'all. It's cold. Let's see what we got temperature-wise. It's now 32. When I woke up this morning, I had to go handle my parental duties taking kids to bus stops, it was way colder. It was colder. I said, here in New York City, it's colder than a witch's titty. Here in New York City, it's colder than a witch's titty. It's colder. It's colder. It's colder than a witch's titty. Witch's titty. Witch's titty. Witch's titty. Taking on the action, like, who wants some of this? Who wants some of these karate chops? Yeah, that was big in the 70s, doing karate moves, even if you didn't know karate. They even had a song, everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. It was a little bit frightening. Bad karate. I'm just going to do some bad karate. Bad karate. It's like, what is that? You better ball your fist up, because that chop you got ain't gonna do nothing. Man, Bruce Lee was an icon though. Just saying. I don't know. Maybe I was the only kid. Maybe my family. We were the only kids that weren't allowed to go see Bruce Lee movies, or the other kids were lying, because they always had a story about, yeah, Bruce Lee was like this, and Bruce Lee was like. I was like, man, why don't my family let me watch Bruce Lee? I think my family was like, all right, what's everybody else doing? Okay, we're not going to do that. Oh, no, that's not going to happen. It's like, man, everything the kids talk about that's cool, we don't do. What is that? Why is it? Because yeah. I think they had a belief that if those kids were doing it, it wasn't the thing to do. We also couldn't go out into the playground unsupervised, so there was that. You know, like, we used to just be inside of my grandparents' backyard. The gate was locked. And we would just look out, see what was going on. But it was good that they did that, because there was some really shady characters out there. I'm like, I was a kid. I was like, man, come on, let us get out there. This guy, Thomas, I'm telling you, I think Thomas was a pedophile. I mean, I know the term pedophile gets thrown around a lot lately, but Thomas would do things that, in retrospect, you're like, why is his penis out? We're kids. And Thomas is way bigger than us. So, thank you, Pop Pop. Because who knows what Pop Pop saved us from, keeping us away from Thomas. And Thomas even had a call that he would make throughout the neighborhood. You knew Thomas was coming because he would go, cuckoo! It's like, it was as if he was telling you, I'm cuckoo, I'm coming. You know? But whenever he told us, he would come and tell stories too, and the stories that made no sense. I can't remember not one story he told, but I know that his mouth, he would get so excited to his mouth, he had to, so yeah. Thank you, Pop Pop, for saving us from whatever Thomas would have done if he was let loose with some kids. Who knows what he might have done to some other kids in the neighborhood who never spoke up. But yes. But yeah, that's how it was. And my grandfather, when he did let us out, he was watching. Even if we didn't see him, he saw us. And like, if anybody got too close to us, all of a sudden you hear coming out, hey, shorty, get away from my grandson. Hey, get away from my granddaughter. Hey, get away from my grandkids. It was like, excuse me. I didn't understand it as a child. That's why. Sometimes you gotta upset your kids sometimes, doing for them what is best for them. I give Lolo a lot of leeway, for the most part. But I always weigh, like, if it's going to be harmful to her. If it's going to be harmful to her, like, I don't care what your idea is, Lolo, we're not doing that. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. But that was another thing. Back when I was a kid, adults didn't actually really play with kids. I didn't understand it. Like, that was like a big flex for black parents. I don't play with kids. I do not play with kids. I do not play with kids. I was like, why are you so proud of not playing with kids? But now that I'm an adult and I play with kids, it's because when you're not playing anymore, you have a hard time getting them to listen, because they think you're still playing. No, I'm not playing anymore. But, it's okay. It's okay to play with the kids. It just requires you to be patient. And the thing is, back in the day, it was like, look, I don't play with kids, and I don't feel like having to tell kids, over and over what to do. It's like we've accepted in my generation that you don't have to tell kids what to do several times. It's just the way. That's the way. That's the way of the world. Of the world. Plant your flower. Oh, plant your flower. Plant your flower. Live access removed. Your access to live and multi-guest will be restored in December. Game will be restored on sexual harassment and bullying. No, I don't agree with this. I'm gonna show y'all what just came up on my. Y'all been with me the whole time. My live access has been removed. Sexual exploitation and gender-based violence, harassment and bullying. Do you agree with this? No. TikTok should allow content like mine. The notice is unclear. I'm still not sure why I got this restriction. Yeah. My live does not contain content mentioned in the notice. No. So there we go. Feedback submitted. So maybe now they're actually paying attention to what I said. If I get the feeling that I get the feeling that TikTok just suspends you based on anybody can say, like, so someone could like not like you and come on TikTok and say something about you and they will just be like, okay, let's suspend them. Guilty until proven innocent. Because I sure hope me telling the story about Thomas was not what got me suspended till December 20th, for a week at that. So here's hoping that before the day is out. So here's what I will do. Since they threw me off of TikTok, I'm gonna go ahead, keep YouTube going, and I'm gonna go live on Instagram. I mean, they're gonna mess around, and it's like I spend so much time going from one platform to the next because there's always an issue. I just want to say, YouTube, you're doing well. Hey, what's up, people? Look who's here. It's me. I am on Instagram because I got kicked off of TikTok. They said I violated something. Oh my goodness. I can't wait till people see this in replays. What's up? Good morning, Instagram people. I'm here on Instagram because I was on TikTok earlier and I was telling a story, and then in the middle of, I was doing my live, and I just got suspended for a week, and it makes no sense. I wasn't even doing anything or saying anything crazy, and this is what happened. Is that my cousin Pat in here? Pat, are you in here? For real? Or did you just happen to get, come in a second and then you out, in and out, nobody gets hurt? So yeah, I'm just doing a quick breakfast. I got my coffee. I got some bacon sizzling. Do some eggs to go with that. Come back with that. You got that sweet way of talking. You got the better of me. You make me feel like dancing. Wanna dance the night away. You make me feel like dancing. I feel like dancing. Oh, dance the night away. Hey, girl, I know you very well. See you going every day. I never really loved before, but now you take my breath away. Suddenly you're in my life, part of everything. Okay, you got me working bald-headed woman to me. When I was little, I thought it was bald-headed woman. I don't know why I thought anyone would sing about a bald-headed woman. You know, it didn't all add up as far as something that made sense, but that's what I thought I heard. Sometimes you think you hear stuff and you just like, that's got to be the words, even if, you know, it's like, instead of saying, you know what, that makes no sense. So there's no way that that could be the word. You're like, well, those must be the words. Those must be the words. Who am I to fight City Hall? Because you can't beat City Hall. So many people trying to beat City Hall, and they're like, you can't beat them, and they keep trying. And as they used to say in the old cartoons, if you can't beat them, join them. That's really not what you should do. I feel a lot of people feel that way about racism. If you can't beat them, join them. That applies to the people who at one point were like, I'm an ally. And then it's funny, like people claim to be allies to certain causes until they feel that the people who represent that cause aren't humble and grateful enough. Like, oh, I'm doing such a great thing by being a part of your little cause. Oh, what? I mean, Juliana Margulies did that recently, talking about the blacks in relation to the Jews. It's like, okay. It's like, I can't believe. And if you're not up on the whole Juliana Margulies and what she said on the podcast, please do your research. Go look that up. We're like, what are you doing, Juliana? Every once in a while, it's like, man, I had no idea this famous person was problematic. One of the things that trips me out, though, is like when people get upset with what a person who is famous says, they want to attack their career. You has-been? It's like, no, they're not a has-been. Here's one of the common misconceptions that happens with people and the careers of artists and entertainers. It's like a person will be a part of like a hit show, then that show is over, and this person continues to go on to have a career. They work constantly from the time you saw them on the hit show, and you think because they're not on any more hit shows that they haven't been working, and they've been working nonstop. I'm like, hey, you know, that person's not a has-been just because you're not watching everything they do. Just like I mean, I have a career. I can't help it if y'all don't never watch what I'm on. It's funny because my career so much of my career has been me on shows that aren't necessarily popular in the black community, in movies that aren't necessarily popular with black people. So, and here's the thing, black folks, when you popular amongst black folks, you like, you know, you can be, you know, you be anywhere in black folks, so you're like, yo, and they call you by your character name. But it's like, what? You was in a movie with Billy Joe, who's Billy Joe Armstrong? It's like Green Day. What's Green Day? You know, so in certain circles, they're like, he's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. What? You know, it's like, you on the other two? What's that on? No, I don't watch that. You anything on Tubi? You been on? How about Tyler Perry? You been in some Tyler Perry stuff? That's a good way to be popular amongst black folks, is if you get in a Tyler Perry production. But I just have never been in any Tyler Perry productions. All right, look at that. That's breakfast, y'all. That's breakfast right there. I did audition for a Tyler Perry production one time, and it was like, you ever be like audition? Well, not all of y'all audition, but let me tell you, sometimes as an actor, you know, because your agent is out there working, trying to get you auditions and everything. That's the thing. A lot of times people think that your agent is getting you work. What an agent does is get you auditions. You as the actor book the work. So a lot of times when people see that you're on things, they're like, ooh, who's your agent? Yeah, I need an agent like yours. I'm like, no, you need to be able to go in the room and book stuff like me. You don't need an agent like mine. So I say all that to say that every once in a while, your agent will send you to audition or send you a request to put yourself on tape for something. And I'm not gonna lie, one time I got an audition for a Tyler Perry thing, and when I saw it, I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna show my ass on this audition. And so I did some crazy ad libs. I can't remember exactly what the audition entailed, but I know there was a point where I think I was in a courtroom being questioned, and like in the middle of the dialogue, I just started singing "Jesus Dropped the Charges." I was like, either they're gonna love me or they're gonna hate me. It's gonna be no middle ground. It's gonna be somewhere. It's like, man, we need to call that guy in because he sung "Jesus Dropped the Charges" in the middle of an audition. Or that guy has no business being anywhere near one of my productions. I never got the part, so I don't think they really were into my "Jesus Dropped the Charges." I think it was a more melodramatic Tyler Perry production. It wasn't like House of Pain. It wasn't comedic in that way. So my "Jesus Dropped the Charges" was ill-advised, but it got the desired results. I do that sometimes when I'm like, you know what? Because I'm like this, if I book it, then fine. But if I don't book it, then fine. And it's like, but it's better than not doing the audition at all. It's like, all right, here we go. We will play things. All right, so what am I doing right now? Clean up, everybody, everywhere. Everybody do your share. And if you got any requests, let it be known then. Let it be known. Now is the time. Now is the time. Before we go any further. Okay, what do we have here? That goes here, right? All right, I think. So yes, we're getting closer to time. What is it, 9:58? Man, to be finished with breakfast by 10 o'clock? What? That's not like us. But yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. I'm rocking to the beat and I'm fresh, y'all. Doom, doom. Love me. Boom, boom. Right. Boom, boom. What's the matter with you, girl? Boom. Boom, boom. Hold me. Boom, boom. Tight. Doom, doom. Hey, you got the love. Boom, back at you. Boom, boom, boom. Give me the strength. Boom, back at you. Keep on living. Yeah. Whatever it is, boom, back at you. I can do without the love you're giving. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, ah. Do. I gotta do what's right for me. Boom, boom, boom. But no one sees the way I see. But then I try to please them so. But how far can this pleasing go? Ooh, something soon to come over you. You just can't please the world and yourself. You gotta start doing what's right for you. Cause life is being happy yourself. Well, you should have blessed your soul. It's hard to find a person like you. You're one of a kind. Either with you, I changed my mind. Start living for me in exchanging time. Boom, boom, yeah. Man, the internet is social media is really quite an interesting place. So I saw a post where someone isolated Michael Jackson's vocals on Rock With You and said, here's proof of Michael's vocal prowess or whatever. And then in the comments, there's people up here trying to say, you know, they arguing and going back and forth about whether Michael Jackson can sing. I'm like, really? Are we doing that now? I'm like, I don't know what you non-singers be doing, but what y'all think about, you know. I know a lot of people get caught up in riffing. You know, it's like, And I know that as an older vocalist, that's right, I qualify as an older vocalist. I experienced this on what's that social media app that I haven't been on in forever. The one where Clubhouse. I was on Clubhouse one time and it was a vocalist thing, and so everybody's taking turns singing, and like all these young people coming on and they're singing and every line is a riff and a run, and they did stuff they considered to be old school. And I was like, is that old school? It's just like, oh yeah, I guess it is old school because it was popular when I was young. So they like, ooh, commission old school. You singing old school, and it's like, I was like, oh yeah, I guess so. But so and I sung Marvin Gaye's rendition of Yesterday, which Marvin. I don't know if y'all have ever heard. Oh, yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Suddenly, people, I ain't half the man I used to be. No, there's a heavy, heavy shadow hanging over me. Yesterday came all too suddenly. Now, oh, why did she have to go? I don't know. That I don't know, little girl wouldn't say. I must have said something wrong. Now I long for yesterday. So it has a little bit of what Marvin singing and taking it whatever, but they were unmoved by my ability to actually just hit notes and sing. In comparison to people who it's like, especially the other thing, as I've talked about here at breakfast, is how songs are so high now. It's like there's nothing for baritones anymore. I have never been so much in love before. I sing that. Grown folks love that. I was like, whatever. Come on, you gotta take it high. It's like, but hey, what if your voice isn't high? It doesn't mean you can't sing. Well, anyway, I said all that to say that they were nitpicking about Michael Jackson's vocal abilities. I'm like, what are you talking about? Girl, close your eyes, let that rhythm get into you. Don't try to fight it, there ain't nothing that you can do. Relax your mind, lay back and groove with mine. You gotta feel that heat, and we can ride the boogie, share that being alive. Let me tell you, that is not easy to do. His range is like way broader than people realize, and his natural into falsetto, his high belt, all these things are things where actual singers be like, what are you talking about? And people were even giving examples like, look at everybody's inability to recreate. Like when you see people do Michael Jackson tributes, it's like, yeah, man, that's not better than what Michael did. It's like, and look at you struggling to hit the notes. It's like, okay. Well, anyway. That's why I say that social media, internet gives people, people who have no business judging things, and it's judging things they can't even do themselves, And also, you get thrown off of telling us stories where you can't even figure out why you got thrown off of TikTok. Well, anyway, I'm Garish. Let me show you one last time this delicious breakfast of mine. Lady, love me one last time. Say you love me. Love me, lady. I want you to say it. Don't go. Just remember everything I told you. Sorry for the pain that I've caused you. You were always true. I want to say, boo, boo, boo. Give me that one more chance. Remember all we planned. Give me that one more chance for me. All right. So I'm gonna get on out of here. But y'all know how we do. We started it back in the day and we've kept it going. That's right. We've been speaking positive things into our lives, saying things as though they are, even if they're not that way yet, because we are constantly on that journey. So for example, my positive affirmation is I am Rick Younger, world famous leading man, award-winning actor, groundbreaking comedian, Broadway star, and legend. And I get paid very, very well to do what I do. But it's not enough to just say it. I gotta get up, get out, and do the things to make it a reality. So figure out who you are and what you're gonna do and make it happen. So I want to thank y'all for coming in and showing me the love and allowing me to show the love to you. But more importantly, I want you to take the love we've gathered here today, go out and spread it. Spread it like Nutella, like butter, like cream cheese, whatever you spread. Vegemite, jam and or preserves, mayonnaise and or mustard. All right, let's do this. Spread love, bop, ba-da-da-bop, ba-do-do-do. Spread love, the truth is now the skies are sad love. Can open any door, oh, but I wish we had much more. Love is what we need. Bang, bang. All right, y'all know where to find me, right? At Rick Younger on Twitter, X, Threads, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube.com/Rick Younger. Go subscribe. Facebook.com/Rick Younger page. Go like that. CafePress.com/Rick Younger Show. Get yourself a mug, a t-shirt, an apron, thong, baby's bibs, onesies, doggy sweaters, clocks, stickers. Get them all. Or Google me on the first 6 to 12 pages of Rick Younger on Google. All right. It's time to say goodbye for now. We'll have our second time around. But before you go, there's something I want to say. Everything's not what it seems. There's a stronger force behind the scenes. He's in our lives every day. He's right there when we call. And here is where my strength lies. I lift my eyes beyond the sky. 'Cause only he can save my life and only he can hear my cry. I want to thank you, God, for giving me one more chance to raise my voice and to sing your praise. I'll sing it out loud. I'll sing it all day. This song is my prayer, I give to only you. I know it can't compare to a gift from you. You gave me your love. You gave me your son. Now I say amen. Oh, Father, 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 I say amen. Ooh. All right, y'all. I'm out. I'll catch y'all later.